I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Their neighbor is accused of videotaping them through the windows of their Town of Greenville homes, recording them in private moments at least 60 times over the past 4 years. 54-year-old Angelo Di Maria faces numerous felony counts of second-degree unlawful surveillance. He's due to appear in court next Thursday, the latest step in the criminal case. Meantime, several of the alleged victims are speaking out publicly, saying they feel violated and they don't want the case to get pushed under the rug. Among the 23 alleged victims, Kelly Bowland and her 4 daughters, including 21-year-old Erin. They live 2 doors down from the accused.
We have blinds on the windows that go down every night. We have curtains that close over the windows. The children don't go out. The girls don't go out. If she's the oldest, if she's out and it's dark out, she calls me from the car to come escort her back into the house. The girls just... they get paralyzed with fear.
I have been telling my mom that I felt like I've been being watched for like the past year or so.
2 years, yep.
And just to know that I was right kind of just scares the lights out of me a little bit. And like I said, when everything is said and done at the end of the day, doors locked, curtains shut, I'm afraid to get up and walk around.
Others speaking out included Noreen and Thomas Daly. They say the alleged incidents have impacted the lives of their 2 teenage children.
Nobody uses the pool at night now. I have a beautiful pool he just put up, a beautiful outside. Nobody's used it because everybody's afraid.
It's terrible to have to live in such a cautious state, so aware, you know, that you're afraid that this guy's still going to be coming around.
We've had to scramble home for the young children at the house because they do not want to be home alone anymore. There's a lot of fear, you know, and myself included. You know, I work nights. A lot of my footage was when I was getting ready for work, showering before work, and in the nighttime. And getting into my car now, you know, in my driveway at nighttime is scary. 16 of the 23 alleged video voyeur targets have filed civil lawsuits against Di Maria and his business due to the impact his alleged actions have had on their lives. They say it's their way of making sure justice is served. It may not have been his first bank robbery. Town of Newburgh police think the man who robbed the Orange County Trust branch on Wednesday may have hit several other banks on Long Island. Local authorities say the man who stole an undetermined amount of cash from the bank on North Plank Road looked and acted like the man who robbed banks in Nassau and Suffolk counties, including a bank in Northport, Long Island back on June 30th. Anyone with information is asked to call Town of Newburgh police at 564-1100. Elsewhere, a medical arts building in the town of Wallkill sustained significant damage this morning when a driver rammed into it. The vehicle struck a pillar in front of the business at number 42 Rykowski Lane. Pillar then pushed into the building, causing the structural damage. The driver, who has a prosthetic leg, told police he lost control of his car when his foot got caught between the gas and brake pedals. The town building inspector was called in to determine how badly the building was impacted. It's a battle now being waged in the waters of the Hudson River. It involves boaters who believe local police agencies have become overzealous when it comes to patrolling the river. Lex Filipowski says he was stopped for safety checks 4 times in 2 days by 4 different police agencies within a 4-mile stretch.
It's harassment, it's unconstitutional, there's no probable cause that they say is needed. And if you got stopped on the road like you did, like we did, or like we do on the boat, there would be a revolution in this country. Imagine being stopped every mile. Another safety check. Let's check. Do you have your seatbelt on? Do you have this? Do you have that?
Law enforcement agencies deny the accusations that their safety stops are unwarranted and excessive. Meantime, angry boaters will hold a protest July 17th. Reporter Heather Yankin will have the full story in the Sunday edition of the Times-Herald Record. A Montgomery woman will be in village court next Tuesday following her arrest for having an inappropriate sexual relationship with a 13-year-old boy. 23-year-old Chelsea Rayrick was charged with second-degree rape, a felony. She was being held on $5,000 bail in Orange County Jail. And representatives of Indian tribes and development firms that showed up for a meeting in the town of Thompson have vowed to play nice when it comes to pushing their gambling-related projects. Thompson Supervisor Tony Cellini called the meeting so that prospective developers could clarify their intentions. Most of the plans involve the future of the former Concord Hotel property in Kiamisha Lake. A no-show at the meeting was Monticello Casino and Raceway, the company accused of blocking a proposed $600 million Racino racing resort. There's word that State Senator John Bonasek has requested a meeting with Governor Andrew Cuomo to determine his support for Indian gaming in the Catskills. Well, after all these days of high humidity, it looks like we're headed towards a pretty nice weekend. Tomorrow we'll begin with some clouds, but the sun will break through. The high Saturday will be in the mid-80s. Sunday will be sunny and very warm, with temperatures getting up around 90 degrees. Stay informed by picking up weekend editions of the Times-Herald Record, and when news breaks, you will find it here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.